Fox 2. Good kill, good kill. Okay, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're here in the Gripen today, and we're going to be taking on the Su-57M Felon, the Big Daddy Russian fighter. So I only have 4 Meteor missiles, so I need to use them correctly. Try to fire them with a high probability of kill if possible. This Felon is off the nose here somewhere. I'll have to find him. Might be easier as we climb, and hopefully as he gets into range. We're going to go ahead and climb here. It's a rainy day over Germany today. Looking really beautiful out here. We got nice rainbows in the back there. Double rainbow, possibly. The Felon is also, he's carrying the R-37M, the hypersonic missile. He's got 2 of those. Can't carry those internally, so they are strapped up underneath them, which will compromise whatever amount of stealth he does have. I know there's a lot of debate about how stealthy a Felon really is. Maybe we can just call it low observable. Kind of a interesting theory of mine that I've been thinking about for a while is like, why don't the Russians really try to make an F-22 or an F-35, like try to do actual stealth on an aircraft? I have some theories about that. Let me know in the comment section what you think about my theory here, but I think generally they just don't really think that stealth is that effective. I think their radars have the ability to, you know, track a stealth aircraft well enough that they don't think the technology is really that viable. So they do some low observable aspects on their aircrafts, like the Su-57 is low observable. There's a lot of like stealth-like features in there, but I think that they're actually trying to not be detected using jamming instead of stealth, is my 2 cents. Because like, what is the objective of stealth? It is to make sure that you can shoot at the target before the target shoots at you. You can kind of achieve the same thing if you have good jamming. You know, that can be done. So I don't know. I think maybe that's the road the Russians are going down, because quite frankly, I don't think they believe in stealth like an F-35 or an F-22. Like, they don't think it's as effective as the Americans think it is. That's a topic of debate for sure. I'm not saying they're right or they're wrong. I just think that possibly that's their approach. We're continuing to climb here. Still haven't found this Felon. Looking for him on radar. He should be out here somewhere, but I'm also going to have to, like... Oh, here he is. Look. Look. Switching over to track while scan. Look at him. I got him here just inside of 80 miles at 35,000 feet. And so we'll lock him up right here. And we're actually almost in range to shoot our first Meteor momentarily here. And then I'll have to defend, because I'll just have to make the assumption that he shot a hypersonic missile at me. I might get the jump on him with this Meteor though. Fox 3. We'll hold that lock. I don't love the idea of staying up here, but so what we'll do is we'll just crank off to the left here, which will reduce our closure, and By doing that, it'll give us more standoff capability, which I want with the Meteor. I would like to not get close to this Felon. I think the Felon will absolutely destroy me if we go to the merge, which I might have to do if we run out of Meteors. That's just what it's going to come down to. But we'll see. We'll just hold this crank for now. Again, the idea of the crank is that you are reducing closure while still holding the Bandit within the gimbal limits of your radar, so you're actually providing guidance to your missile, which is very necessary for a Meteor, especially, you know, because you're shooting them at extreme distances. Shot at this guy like way outside of 70 miles, so definitely want to hold that lock as long as possible. That Meteor should be getting there any second now, I would imagine. Look at this. He went cold. He's facing the other way, so he is for sure defending that Meteor right now. So we're going to defend as well. We're just defending in case he managed to launch one of his hypersonics at me. A lot of this modern BVR stuff requires you to basically make assumptions that missiles were launched at you, because often they'll be shot in track while scan. It's not like a Fox 1 where you'll get a notification immediately from missile launch, unless they STT you or hardlock you. So you won't get a notification until it's almost too late. And you know, back in the day, track while scan was not a great mode. It was not a great radar mode. It wasn't very reliable. It was called track while lose. Here we go, let me lock this guy. Modern track while scan is not the same. Fox 3 on this guy, and we'll defend here. Like, track while scan with the F-15 is actually very reliable. You know what I mean? With the F-22, it's very reliable. It's when you go to like the F-14 or something where track while scan is not extremely reliable. With the F-14, you would actually lose targets if they suddenly changed altitude or something like that at like an extreme distance. So not a really good way to launch a Phoenix missile and then lose track halfway through, you know. But so it seems right now, even if he did shoot a hypersonic, I was able to defeat them. They didn't even go pitbull on me. So far so good. Trying to come back around and recommit. We're down to 2 Meteors now. And here we go. I got him on radar. He's pushing me. Still alive. This is one slippery felon. It's very difficult to kill this guy. He's still alive. Every time I turn around, he's still on radar. Here we go. Fox 3 on this guy. That's my 3rd one. I may have forgotten to mention as well that after his 2 R-37Ms are gone, or sorry, R-37Ms, the hypersonic missiles, once he's shot those, he actually has the R-77M, which is the basically the best version of the R-77 missile. It's the one with the dual stage booster, and that one is actually quite dangerous. So I gave the Felon basically the best loadout it could carry, because I'm out here with Meteors. You know, I thought it would only be fair that he had his best stuff as well. Defending cold here, because I still suspect there might be hypersonics in the air. I want this last one to, my last Meteor here, I want to shoot it with a high probability of kill. I think he's like jamming the missiles or something, because here he is on radar once again, and he's still high altitude. He's like 20,000 feet plus. I can't even force him down. It's kind of frustrating. Look at this, 14 miles. It's not a good PK. He's trying to lock me as well. He's defending, he's cranking, so it's not even a good shot. It's not a good PK shot, and he probably shot at me, so I'm gonna hold my missile and we're actually gonna defend, see if we can get a better shot. Come back around. Yep, there it is. So probably that's either a hypersonic falling on top of my head, or he shot a 77M at me the way I thought. And so the dual booster on those is particularly dangerous as it goes to as the booster turns on in terminal phase. It makes the missile very dangerous. Let's try to come around here. So this Felon is now trying to put the kill shot on me. He's probably shot his hypersonics, and he's just dumping R-77s on my head. And he only has 6 of those. I don't know how many he's fired already, but if I can bleed him for his missiles, that'd be great. Here we go, we gotta fire this last Meteor. See if I can get him on radar. Still defending. Okay, oh, I got him. Got him on radar at 11,000 feet here. Hold on. Gotta bring him back on the nose. I'm blocking him on the radar, stand by. And there we go, got him locked. 11 miles. 10 miles. Fox 3. And then that's it, I'm going to defend. Okay, we're going to defend. Defend, because we are very close The MAR of the R-77 is 13 miles, and I was at 10, so we were 3 miles inside the MAR. So this may not end well for me. The MAR being the minimum abort range. Just flying super low, seeing if I can drag that missile onto the ground. Possibly someone's backyard. Defending here. Just trying to crank that missile out. Yeah, missile still sees me.